Hey there, Michael Mann. I'm here in Athens, Georgia, and I'm joined this morning by Sydney Hasler. Sydney, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Sydney, like Michael said, and I just graduated from the University of Georgia in May of 2020. I work at Acuity Brands. They're a lighting and kind of building management company, and they have a supply chain leadership program that I'm a part of, and it's designed for entry level, like right out of college.
What's something you've been learning or experiencing lately that you would love to share?
You gotta have a good team around you. And I think I'm seeing the value of that in my company and the people I work with. You need the people who are proactive enough and creative enough to go out there and tackle these issues, but you also need the realistic people to step back and be like, hey, I know it's tough on you guys, but we're all in this together, and like, how can I help and support you? But I think just I'm learning the value of having a good team around you, one that is fun to work with, but gets the job done too.
Teamwork is based directly on communication and not only your ability to communicate, but your vision for how important communication is, right? What brought you to Chick-Fil-A in Athens, Chick-Fil-A Barnett Shoals, and the Shane Todd organization?
I just wanted to learn from the best. I don't think it's a secret that Chick-Fil-A is the golden standard of a fast food industry and even other industries as well. Always kind of motivated to find out, like, what is it about the best company that makes them the best? It was just the right thing to do, the right fit for me, and I wanted to be a part of the team that I saw every day.
What would be a couple of things that you remember learning or experiencing there that you've sort of absorbed or even play out in your current role or just your life in general?
But the first one that comes to mind is like a lesson would be how thoughtfulness goes a long way. Be quick to thank someone and tell them that they're doing a good job, and then always remember to have fun. I'll kind of group those together. I remember that as much as I'm here to learn and I want to be around people who are enjoyable to work with and fun to work with, I realized that I also had to be fun to work with. I would say anticipate, think ahead, and always find ways to help and serve your other team members. Kind of what we say is managing business through the windshield, not the rearview mirror. And I think Chick-fil-A does a great job of that and values that as well.
James Clear is a writer that myself and a lot of leaders take in his content every week. And a couple of things that I love that he says about that. The first one is that being kind costs you basically nothing, but it can reap a huge return and just have a huge impact on other people, right? Sydney, as you potentially talk to someone who either is in college and unsure on their next steps, or they sort of know their target and their desired career bullseye, but they're just looking to keep growing and challenging themselves, what would be something you would like to share with someone in that situation?
So many people just don't know what they're passionate about or what interests them. And I mean, what's the point of pursuing a career that doesn't even excite you? So if you don't know what inspires you or what you're passionate about, I think you have to be really intentional about finding that out for yourself. And I mean, there's tons of resources, there's people you can ask, there's books you can, like, everything is on the table in terms of resources for you to figure that out. I would say it's totally okay not to know. I think there's always that stress of like, I have to know. And then it's even more okay to change your mind as you start discovering more options. Something else that kind of goes with that, I would say, is be curious and ask tons of questions. Consider every option. So the question is not, should I consider it or should I not consider it, but how long you should consider it for. So if you could consider something for 2 seconds versus 2 hours or 2 weeks or 2 days, there's so many options that you don't even learn in school. There's so many creative ways to get where you want to go. There's no one, right way. And the more you talk to people, the more you ask questions, then you realize, oh, well, this person did it this path, but this person got to the same point but did it this path.
A lot of what my mind goes to is you need to create a framework for yourself. You want to maximize your time, and being curious, like you mentioned, gets right into that, right? Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.